So today I'm going to be talking about Good Girl by Aria Aber. It's a debut novel and it's my fourth read from the Women's Prize for Fiction Shortlist. So what are some of the themes from Good Girl? We're looking at cultural identity and assimilation. We've got some coming of age and self-discovery. We've got art and expression. And finally, we've got family and exile. What's it about? We follow Nila, a 19-year-old photographer who is immersing herself in Berlin's kind of nightlife techno scene. She is trying her hardest to distance herself from her Afghan roots. She then enters into a relationship with an older American writer named Marlowe. And their relationship pretty much becomes this sort of conduit for exploring the themes of power, desire, and control. The narrative pretty much for the entirety flits between present Nila and her experiences and her past memories, and this sort of conflict that's happening inside her between what she wants to be, who she wants to become, and the sort of past culture and heritage that she was born into. And that's pretty much it. That is this novel for its entirety. What did I like and what didn't I like? What I liked. The first thing, and pretty much the only thing I enjoyed about this novel, is the prose and writing style. It comes out of the gate really fast, and I was so excited when I first started reading this one. I was like, oh, here we go. We are just in and flying. We are in her head, and we are just ripping through it. Past experiences, current motivations, we're just going, and I really enjoyed that sort of pace to start. And the prose in general, I thought was just, all the way through actually, was really lovely. The next thing that I thought was good, but very overdone, is the themes of this novel. I do think like the themes, if you take this novel and don't imagine any other novels in the world exist, then actually the way it's handling its themes is done in a decent way. I enjoyed exploring that conflict within the character of like where she's come from, her past experiences, her family, her heritage, and how that mix with sort of her aims in sort of contemporary Berlin and what she wants to become. And I think that is, for the most part, the themes of this novel are handled really well. It's just a shame that it's just, I'm so bored of it. I'm so bored of this type of story. We've read it 1,000 times before. But anyway, let's move very quickly on to what didn't I like. So first up is pacing issues. I thought this novel started really strongly, really lagged in the middle, like really lagged, as in I just did not care, and then sort of picked up towards the end, and then tailed off into me really not caring again. So overall, yeah, it's just so baggy in the midsection, and just overall, I just found myself really not caring. The next thing that I really didn't like is I just didn't care about this character. I didn't care about her at all. I felt zero connection. Now, this is obviously one that's very different for different readers at the different stages of their life they are in. You may be quite young, in your mid-20s, reading this novel, and you are able to just connect to it, and it can really speak to you maybe. But for me, I didn't care about her. I didn't care about her past experiences. I didn't care about her family. I felt zero connection to her in any of her relationships. Her friendships were just boring and bland. Like any of her friendships I didn't care about. There's no warmth in this novel. It's just a really cold novel in which I was unable to connect with any of them on any human level whatsoever. Yeah, awful in that regard. Just, God. And I don't think I hated her as a character, because it's not written in a way that really forced me to sort of like not like her at all. I was just so indifferent. And my final dislike is what I've already mentioned. The tropes, the themes, what this novel is talking about is just been done 1,000 times before. I was over it before it really even begun. I was like, oh really? This is what this book is about? And we're not going anywhere different with it? Like you're going to bring nothing new to the table? Just really, it was, and it's not that big a book, and I found it really hard to get through it. I think I can just finish off by just saying, and it sums it up perfectly, I was terribly bored. I was just really bored. I was like, oh man, this is so boring. And that really sums it up. So there you go, that was my likes and dislikes. I'm finding it sort of hard to sum up this novel in general, because I actually think, like, if this is your first time picking up a novel exploring these themes, then I actually think you would have a really good time with it. I actually think you would probably be like, oh wow, this is interesting, what it's exploring, what it's diving into. And I think you would get a lot from it. So I don't know, I have to put my brain in two sort of places and be like, if you were reading something like this for the first time, I think you would probably be like, wow, this is this is very good. Or even maybe you might be like, this is excellent. But for me, where I'm at with my everything I've read and all the stuff I've read like it before, it's just like, for something to be on a shortlist, I expect it to be bringing something new that 1,000 books haven't done before it, exactly the same way. So 1 star from me, 1 star. I was so bored to tears, and I had zero connection to the characters or anything like that. I was just like, I was out. It didn't work for me. And yeah, it's not a gender thing. It's not a gender thing at all. It's just boring. It's just boring. So there you go. That's 1 star out of 5. I think I already said that. Not for me at all. Definitely at the bottom of the pile as far as the books I've read from the Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I hope you are all well and enjoying whatever you might be reading. If you have read the entirety of the shortlist, please let me know in the comments below your sort of current ranking of where it all sort of shapes up. And yeah, I've got 2 more books left to go. I think I'm going to be absolutely fine. I can't remember when the announcement is, but I think I'm going to be fine for getting through them. I'm doing the plod along this Sunday, and I really did want to get them all read by then, but that is not going to happen because I have been way too busy. So, yeah. Anyway, did you read this book? And if so, what did you think about it? Also, let me know about that in the comments below. Yeah, and I'll see you all on the next one.